get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my at the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Let's go, let's finish now.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Carr gives to Richard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down, Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Go Chief! Down! 185! 24.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
He's going to get it running right. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
26.
Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Let 5-man box.
They'll run again with Lynch. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning the This game really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking, but you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Carr to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98. Raider 1.
Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Get set. You want it, eh?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Cooper's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 40 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here go 47. Here go 46. Here go 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over and see if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Prescott now on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tahir Whitehead not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Justin Ellis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Express. Cover 0. 29.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
6-18.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll try to throw now. Prescott completes it to Hearns. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Cowboys will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Raiders. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Express. White. Mike 50.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Prescott on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Cooper was the target there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Throwing here, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
4 down, check, 4 down. 734. 50, express.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Down, 185.
Carr now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
734.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here we go. Express.
Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Low, low, low. 808. 808. White.
On first down, Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down. You 80. Go Chief. Hey, 734. You 80.
One final try now for Carr. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football. With one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.